And I was so smitten by her that I tried hard to stick by the rules. And of course, I forbade her from keeping in touch with some of her ex-girlfriends, actually all of her ex-girlfriends, and some of her friends who were actually into drugs. You know, because I guess it's because she was rich and they've got nothing to do and they like to just take drugs. So, at the beginning of our relationship, she was loving towards Tyrese, my 5-year-old son, from my first relationship with a guy. Yeah. And she loved him to bits and called him her son. But over time, the number of visits to Tyrese waned, and I hardly saw Tyrese. We spent most of our time fighting, and sometimes physically, you know, like fist fights. Anyway, today my shirt writes, "Fighting solves everything." And over the most trivial matters we would fight. So I guess we really spent too much time together, and I had my insecurities about her going back with her old girlfriends, and she worried about me running out with some man, because she always think that I don't know, maybe it's like when you're in a same-sex relationship, sometimes you do wonder that, yeah?
This is a reading.
Oh, it's a reading, oh sorry. Sorry, first time, huh? Okay. Next paragraph. So my life went downhill 4 months into the relationship. I didn't know who I was anymore. I became this really dumb person who didn't socialize. Everything was about fast cars, money, gadgets, and all the cock and bull. I'm not saying all tai-tais are numbskulls. I'm too much of a free spirit to feel those designer shoes. I felt as if my wings were clipped and I was never going to see Tyrese anymore. After one massive fight over her ex-girlfriend, we broke up and I broke down. And I called the psychiatrist who she sent me to, because we both went to the same doctor, and she sent me there so I wouldn't be too depressed. And I attempted suicide, and that was the biggest mistake. And got warded into CGH and then transferred to IMH for evaluation. And you thought maybe you were in first. We then worked things out, but we ended it 6 months later. I have all along been an emotional and rash person, but that doesn't mean I'm mentally unsound or have a low IQ. People do break down. So what have I learned? I should not give up my life, family or friends, for that someone special, much as I don't want to grow up. I still believe there is love. In the past, there was chemistry somewhere, there was lust somewhere, and companionship somewhere, and I mistook them all for love. And also, I learned that my temper cannot be contained if I'm in a container myself, and that I see through people irregardlessly. I just don't see clearly. And oh, one more thing. I should never tolerate my other half's parents' disapproval of me, and worse, if they know nothing about my existence. That makes me doubt my other half. And to me, everyone's parents are very important, and if they don't like me, I don't want to waste my time pacifying them and letting them know that I'm a loving child anyone would have. That should be my other half's responsibility to long ago have secured his or her parents' trust and faith in them and the decisions that they make. Friends have told me not to do not let the whole world know that I'm pansexual or about my life and my relationships. But frankly, I don't care how else people are going to think of me. My loved ones love me, and who knows, someone who is reading this can relate to me and know that he or she is not alone. I emerged a smarter and stronger person than before. And love, I always ran away from it. There is someone who has always been there and tolerated me for past centuries. He knows everything I did, he knows how my mind works, and why I do what I do. Sometimes he reminds me of an old tree so deeply rooted. I know and I don't know if he will always be there, and that if I do and wander around, he will and he will not be there. I love him. But if you ask if we are together, let me say this. We were never apart to begin with. I'm more than a Da Vinci Code. Thank you.
Thanks, Maya. Okay, yeah, and thank you everyone. You've been a wonderful audience. Yeah, do help yourselves to the refreshments at the back. Please, I seem to have made more peppers and and the yonis and phalluses than necessary. So please keep those up. Yeah. Okay.